Wintertime, truly one of the best times of the year. Imagine this. You're living in a frigid wonderland, ready to head out, your trusty snowbird in hand when it starts to snow. The snow freckles your cheeks, and as you look closely at a particular snowflake, you're in awe of the sheer perfection of the crystal. But did you know that these crystals can be deadly? Come on, let's take a closer look. Avalanches are one of the scariest disasters to be in. They can travel up to 200 miles per hour and weigh as much as 1,000,000 tons. On average, it takes the lives of 27 people a year in the US. So just how are these snowflakes deadly? Well, let's look at how they're formed. In the atmosphere, which is a cloud of gases around the Earth, there are particles of water vapor. When it gets colder, the water vapor packs together, forming water droplets. To turn that moisture into a flake, you need a nucleus, something for the moisture to grab onto. Without it, the droplet wouldn't be able to freeze. Examples of a nucleus would be pollen grain, dust particles, or airborne bits. The temperature also has to fall below 0 degrees Celsius, and after all that work, a snow crystal is formed. The shape and size of the snowflake all depends on the temperature and the moisture content in the atmosphere. An even closer look into the atomic structure, and you'll see that a molecule of water contains 2 hydrogen atoms that are bonded to an oxygen atom. What's an atom? Well, it's basically the smallest unit of measurement that makes up elements, and elements are substances that can't be broken down into anything else. These molecules of H2O, or water, are further bonded together with hydrogen bonds. Oxygen's nucleus, the center of the atom, is larger, containing a lot of protons, which attracts electrons. When many water molecules are close to each other, they pivot themselves so that their electrical charges pair up. This is called the force of attraction. When these negatively charged hydrogens are pivoted towards positively charged oxygens, it creates a hexagon shape, which is why snowflakes have 6 sides. Snow crystals come in a variety of shapes, including prisms, plates, needles, columns, and dendrites, which form at different degrees and conditions. So what could possibly be deadly in these crystals? Under cold, clear skies, shallow snow begins to transform into sugary, delicate crystals, depth hoar. This granular structure adds to the weakness in the snowpack, while the temperature gradient in each snowpack means more and more instability. Each snowfall, the temperature varies, creating different kinds of ice crystals which, when stacked upon each other, aren't as firm. If snow is built on a weak structure such as depth hoar, it will cause a slab avalanche. It's almost as if you tried to build up blocks on top of potato chips. By digging into the layers of snow, scientists look at the composition of each type of snow, which provide clues to the weather events that took place, which can even predict the changes of an avalanche. Next time you go up to the mountain, check your local safety guidelines, be safe, and have fun.